5 football.
Week 5, Season 8 at Fat 5 Football, and another 12 games to show you. All cameras working again this week, so excited to bring you another full fixture lineup of highlights. Starting as usual, let's look at the lineups for this week. Parmesan, Belgrade have got a couple of commissioner players helping them out this week, with John, Luke, Graham, Ian and Callum, the new sign-in, all part of their core squad lineup. And then they've got another 2 commissioners players coming in to help them boost up the numbers. After turning their fortunes around from week 1, can they continue it? Looking at Flaberdeen now, the defending champions, they have Paul, Don, Richard, Craig, Barry, new signing Terry, and also have a brand new player in Martin, not only for them, and not only for the commissioners team, but for the league as a whole. Martin making his debut this week. They'll be looking to push on to try and get up the top of the league and challenge the title again. Scrandinavia's lineup this week, they continue to have attendance woes, but they will be delighted to have Champers in once again on a back-to-back week now for the first time this season, and Daniel stepping in to help as well from their main lineup. Ray coming in and Zach from Commissioners to help out. It's a solid pair of hands and goals and dependable Ray. Looking at O.B City now, O.B City have turned their fortunes around recently and are starting to make a climb up towards the top of the table. They have no commissioners players needed this week, so they have a strong core lineup that they have there. Captain Willie seeing a large number of members available, including top goal scorer Gogs available this week. Now, looking at Rapid Viennetta, who've had a complete turn of fortunes compared to last season and have 10 major players available this week as part of their core squad. Not as large as what we saw last week with Fatburn Rovers, but definitely going to be using all that extra firepower and manpower that they have this week as you look to battle out with Ivory Toast at the top of the league. Speaking of Fatburn Rovers and their incredible 11-man lineup last week, they have a more reasonable lineup this week, we will say, with Terry, Sean, John, Matthew, Mitchell and Captain James all available, and they are joined by another brand new member to the league in Stuart. And so they have themselves a 7-man squad here, and they should be able to rotate well. Ivory Toast battling out with Rapid Viennetta at the top, and again another change in fortune compared to last season. Chopper makes his commissioner appearance for Ivory Toast this week as a stand-in for an injury that appears after the first game, as you'll see in the highlights. Otherwise, they have Kev, Liam, Greg, Ian, Chucky and Connor all available. Finally, looking at Bayern Bru, who have found themselves a terrible turn of fortune so far this season, but will be looking to try and turn it around this week. They've got Colin, Stephen, Roscoe, Martin, Taylor, and they have commissioner player Jamie here this week, hoping to help them. Jamie, who's had some outstanding saves so far this season, might be the difference for them this week. Before we jump into the highlights, we have a quick look at the table as it stood before all the games are played. Rapid being at the top on 20, close with Flaberdeen on 16 and Ivory Toast there on 15 below them, and Bayern Bru and Fatburn Rovers at the bottom of the league, 10 and 7 respectively. First game to show you this week is Scrandinavia versus Ivory Toast. Scrandinavia in red, shooting left to right. Ivory Toast in yellow, shooting right to left. Ivory Toast early on here into the Scrandinavia half with Chucky here with the ball at feet, running past Ray there. Zach already down early there, but Chucky's shot goes straight at the goalkeeper, so no worries there for Scrandinavia. Scrandinavia looking to come forward now, and with an early shot there from new captain Lewis, saved there by Ian in goals, they're showing some attacking promise straight away here. Both teams are having fairly mixed seasons in terms of fortunes, as Lewis is giving the ball away there and Kev takes full advantage there. The ball jostling about there in the air. Lewis trying to bring it under control, but some bad control there. Kev taking full advantage of the loose control there by Lewis. And there we have the opening goal in this match, and it goes to Ivory Toast, 1-0 to the boys in yellow, as Scandinavia straight away on the attack there. But Ian manages to get the save in place there. Ivory Toast looking to restart once again from their goalkeeper. Ian tries to roll it out, but mistakes there. Champers is on it, and Champers has scored the goal for Scandinavia to make it level in this match. Ian there frustrated with the rollout. You might have been able to hear him there in the background. And Champers punishes him there by slotting it into the back of the net. And it's 1-1 in this match. All square now as Kev looks to try and get the ball up the line there. but it comes to nothing. Ivory Toast once again on the attack as Greg coming forward there, but the shot is high and just goes over the bar there. Scrandinavia doing some defending now as they look to come forward. Ryan coming through there, but Kev there with the tackle, Kev with the shot, and Zach down low there with the save. Zach on loan from the Commissioner's team, helping out Scrandinavia this week as a regular goalkeeper. Wayne unavailable for this week's games. Scrandinavia have it into the Ivory Toast corner there. Unfortunately, just because of the cameras, we can't get all the corners from there as Champers there try to get the shot away, but it actually lands at the feet of Lewis, and Lewis slots that goal away and gives his team a lead in this match. The captain there, brilliant finish there with the left foot. Ian left rooted to the spot there, and it is 2-1 in this match as we are underway once again with Ivory Toast coming forward with Chucky straight to the Kev there. Tries to get the shot away, but Ray doing some brilliant defending there to deny Kev a second goal. Ivory Toast moving forward once again in this match as they look to try and get themselves back into this game and back into an even position, but Zach with the hand there outstretched, denying them that opportunity. Kev with another shot, but Lewis once again showing captain resilience there and stopping it there. And now Champers is on the break with a lovely back heel. Tim, can Champers finish there? Through to Ray, no quite, he goes himself, and Ian there with the big foot save, and his defence in the Ivory Toast squad will be delighted with that. Greg heading that ball away as it goes against the wall there, and Daniel able to pick up for Scandinavia. Ray unlucky though, it's bounced off him. Kev through and goal, and Kev punishes Scandinavia. That's unlucky from Ray there, not really fully aware of it there. Actually, he does try to get it under control there, but the ball just slips away. You can see it's just a little bit of poor control there from Ray, but unfortunately Kev was standing there waiting and fully punishes him there and makes it 2-2 in this game with Ivory Toast back into the game once again. As Scandinavia straight from the kickoff look to get forward, but a ball is landed on the pitch. Play continues though. Kev goes out wide, and actually in that moment Greg had suffered a bad ankle injury which sees him out for the rest of the matches, as I said in the intro there. As Scandinavia come forward, but Ian down low there with the save. A few of the Scandinavia players there claiming for a free kick, but Kev continues, he shoots, and it's in the corner of the goal there, and that is the game at 3-2 now for Ivory Toast. Scandinavia claiming that a handball by Kev there, but the ball has hit him in the chest, top shoulder area as the referee indicated. Kev there continues on and slots it past Zach and makes it 3-2 to Ivory Toast in this match, and they've taken the lead just as they hoped that they would. Scandinavia now looking to play out from the back now. Champers with the ball looking to push forward as they try to hunt for another equaliser, and they've got it. And what a strike by Champers there. The ball from Zach straight through the Champers there, and from distance, giving no time for Chucky to close him down there, and just smashes it into the top corner there. And once again the teams are level in this match. It is ebbing back and forth as Ray gets an interception there to stop Ivory Toast on the attack straight away from kickoff. Moving on to the next highlight in this match, Liam plays it forward to Kev. Kev trying to win it again, but Lewis comes across and wins the ball again. Ray with the clearance, and unlucky there, it lands right at the feet of Kev, who smashes it from distance there. Kev is going to be giving Ray some nightmares here, but to be honest, that one is very unfortunate for Scandinavia and Ray there. And what a hit by Kev though. Zach, all limbs flailing there, couldn't get a touch on it, and Kev there with his 4th goal of the match. This is a one-man army for Ivory Toast going up against Scandinavia so far in this game, as the ball just goes wide of the Ivory Toast goals, and Daniel with some nice footwork there, but ends up losing possession of the ball, unable to get it under control fully. Ian throwing a long ball out to Liam there. Liam now in Scandinavia have looking at what he can do. Decides to run in on goals. What a brilliant goal there from Liam. He took his time, lifted the head, surveyed what was in front of him, decided going on his own was the best option. A couple of players there, so the pass to corner at the back post there, you can see him shouting for it, wasn't the option that Liam thought he would best serve him, and going himself and slotting it into the goal has proved worthwhile. 5-3 in this match now, with Liam on the score sheet now to accompany Kev, as Zach there initially with the save and Ray blocking Liam's shot there to stop Ivory Toast getting a quick 6th goal in this match. As Ivory Toast still come knocking at the Scandinavia door, and Zach lying on top of the ball there. I think some shouts that he was out the box, but clearly ball was in the box there from that angle. Chucky now, long ball over the corner. Corner trying to get it under control, actually sends it back towards Chucky on the other side. Chucky up against Ryan now. Chucky with a shot and just wide there from Chucky. And that would have been a 6th goal for Ivory Toast. As it is just now only 2-goal lead, so there's still time for Scrandinavia to get back into this match as the ball is played up. It looked like towards Lewis, but now it's been played across and Lewis has the opportunity and he gets the 4th goal for Scrandinavia. And now there's only 1 goal between the teams in this match. It has been back and forth this. As Daniel there collects that loose ball on the far side, plays it cross goal, and unfortunately for Ian there, he just could not get a hand on it. Probably would have been out the box if he had thrown a hand at it, and just unfortunate for him, it rolls across the edge of his box, and Lewis is there to dispatch and get the 4th. 5-4 in this game to Ivory Toast. Will they be able to see this game out as the ball's loose there? Liam with a shot, and that's the 6th goal for Ivory Toast and reinstates their 2-goal advantage. Chucky there, you can just see the edge of your screen there, using the wall to his advantage as Zach tried to close him down thinking it was going to play short to the goal, but Chucky uses the wall and Liam in acres of space slots it in there. 6-4 to Ivory Toast. They're back the 2-goal lead, but not for long as Lewis instantly replies there from the kickoff, and it is 6-5. Champers playing it to Lewis, and then Lewis just goes on a solo drive there with the shot, and it goes through a couple of feet there. That is almost a daisy cutter there as it just rolled along the floor there and then ended up in the back of the net to give Scrandinavia a 5th goal in this match. Ivory Toast now going forward, and Ivory Toast have got themselves a quick reply as well in an almost similar fashion as Scrandinavia there. The kick-off straight away, Kev the long ball, a lovely looping ball, Chucky with the final touch of the ball to get it past Zach, and that is now 7-5 in this game, and there must be not long left in this match as Scrandinavia go hunting to try and see if they can reduce the goal deficit here. Moving into the final piece of play in this game as Scrandinavia try and get the ball up the pitch, but Kev there for Ivory Toast is away, chase it down, the referee blows the whistle. 7-5 to Ivory Toast is the final score of this opening game. Game 2, Week 5, Season 8, Fat Fives football sees Fatburn Rovers versus Flaberdeen. Fatburn Rovers in green shooting from left to right, Flaberdeen in blue shooting right to left. Early on here, Fatburn Rovers trying to push forward there, and Don in goals for Flaberdeen making the good save there. Fatburn Rovers not having the best of season so far. They find themselves at the bottom of the table, joined there with Bayern Bru with 3 points ahead of them. So they'll be looking at some points here as early on James, captain of Fatburn Rovers, making the save from Paul, captain of Flaberdeen. So captain on captain action there for you early on. And a quick introduction to Stuart on the ball just now, playing it wide to Mitchell there as Mitchell gets the shot away. Stuart's making his debut here at Fat Fives football, and so a little introduction to him on the footage now. Mitchell coming forward, but he's lost it. Now Craig's coming forward for Flaberdeen, and Flaberdeen and Craig just go wide of the goal there. As we move on, Craig with the ball once again, but it's been intercepted there and the ball has now gone out wide. Flaberdeen win it again though. Stuart now in the middle of the pitch, Stuart with the shots, and Don getting down low there for the early save to deny Fatburn Rovers. But Flaberdeen have lost the ball once again. Fatburn Rovers in the middle of the pitch, and now it's Fatburn Rovers coming forward, and the shot there just saved by Don, and then Flaberdeen are able to clean up after that. And so now we've got Sean with the ball there, but the ball is just hit wide there from Mitchell with his shot. And then the shot comes in, and Don there with the hand to touch it over the top of the goals there. But Commissioner player Stewart there with the shot and manages to get it into the back of the net to make it the opening goal in this match. What a fantastic impact he's made instantly for the Fatburn Rovers team. What a strike as well into Don's bottom corner there, and manages to get it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Fatburn Rovers, and they will be delighted to have Stewart as part of their team with that impact there in the first match. 1-0 to Fatburn Rovers as their attack forward is stopped there by Terry. Craig now in front of the goals and takes the shot, gets it past John and goals there, and it's now 1-0. That lead short-lived for Fatburn Rovers, and Flaberdeen come back and strike straight away. James unable to get a foot on the ball there to help John out and goals and block the shot. And so the teams find themselves 1-0 in this match. And there's Flaberdeen intercepting another pass there to stop Fatburn Rovers coming forward. So Fatburn Rovers now looking to try and get back into the match once again, but again lost the ball, and now it's Flaberdeen up into the Fatburn Rovers half, and the ball there across the box, and Craig's there, and Craig with the simple finish there. I say simple, it's more calm finish is probably the best way to describe it there. And the foot comes across, slots it past John, keeps his composure there, and puts it in the back of the net. He makes it look simple when it's hard. Is probably the best way to describe it. Fatburn Rovers now, after having an early lead, find themselves behind in this match. 2-1 to Flaberdeen as the game continues on, and a shot is blocked there by the Fatburn Rovers defence. John now in goals, looking to restart there, rolls out, but it's been intercepted. No, Matthews away now, Matthews through, and he just couldn't apply the finish there and just hits it wide of the goal. Don rushing out there may have put him off. John now out of goals and out onto the pitch to try and get some goals for his team as the ball is loose. Now luckily enough it's rolled all the way into the corner there, which stops any chance on goal. But Barry in front of goals now, and Barry just shoots wide and cannot make anything of the rebound there, and Flaberdeen have missed that opportunity to go 3-1 up in this match as Fatburn Rovers find themselves defending once again. The ball rode it there, almost a bit of danger, and then it almost landed to Richard there to take advantage of that. But Fatburn Rovers get the ball under control once again. John going forward now. Can John find a player, or will he go himself? He does look for the player, finds Stewart, the opening goal scorer, plays across to Mitchell. Mitchell! Oh, and it's just wide of the goal there. It actually ricochets off of Don after going off the backboard, but it goes behind the goal, and Flaberdeen will be relieved with that. Still only 2-1 in this game, so Flaberdeen can lose their lead quickly if they concede a goal, but they're on the attack now. Paul's in the middle of the pitch. Will there be a pass there? There's a shot, and it just is dragged wide. Potentially Paul might have been the better opportunity there in the middle of the pitch. And we are now entering the closing parts of this match. Still only 2-1. Is there going to be a last minute sting in the tail for Flaberdeen as they've lost the ball? Stewart, commissioner player here, looking to try and play Fatburn Rovers forward, but Don smothers that ball and will look to try and get things under control. Plays it to Terry though. It's in Flaberdeen's half. This could be dangerous as it's intercepted, but once again Terry there to collect with Don. And now, is Don just going to hold on to the ball? He does! Final whistle goes. 2-1. Flaberdeen is the final score. Match number 3 in week 4, season 8, Fat Fives football sees Parmesan Belgrade versus Bayern Bru. Parmesan Belgrade in white, shooting left to right, and Bayern Bru in purple, shooting right to left. Early on there, Jamie, the commissioner player, on loan this week at Bayern Bru, rushing out there to collect the ball to stop any sort of nervous opportunities there. As the shot early there for Roscoe, and it's gone through the legs of John. John, who is such a stalwart for Parmesan Belgrade, in goals there, and Roscoe's shot just goes through the legs on there. You can see it looked like he had it fully covered in the right position, hands down to collect, but it slipped through his gloves, and this is actually before the rain turned up. But instantly, Parmesan Belgrade get the reply there through Callum, so they are not behind for long, and what a finish there from Callum. Smashes it past Jamie, who himself has been making waves since his arrival in the league with some of his goalkeeping prowess. And it's 1-1 in this match. This is a brilliant start to the game, as John there this time gets behind the ball and clears it. The sort of thing he was looking to do early on there from Roscoe, and has done it this time. So it's all back to 1-1, even square for these teams, as Johnny picks up a loose pass there from Jamie. Jamie's foot there stops it. Can Callum get the shot away? No, it is closed down by Roscoe. Just making the correction there because we've got a couple of Callums. Cal being the captain of Rapid Viennetta, and didn't want to cause any confusion there, as Roscoe picks up a loose ball in front of John's goal there, and Stephen's shot just goes wide of the goal there. Bayern Bru coming forward now, looking to attack with intent as Taylor gets the shot away, and then Matt's touched it, and the referee has given the penalty. Unfortunately for Taylor, Taylor's actually scored after this. And you can see there, yeah, the ball is in the box. There's a bit of panic. We see this quite often. The ball on the edge of the box, defending team panics and clears it, gives away the penalty. And Stephen converts it there. Smashes it past John in goals, and that gives Bayern Bru the second goal. And again, a little bit unfortunate for Taylor, who's looking for a second goal from open play this season. In fact, second goal entirely. Doesn't often score from open play, but the referee had blown for the penalty there before he stuck it in the back of the net. And so it is 2-1 in this match. Roscoe coming forward there, plays it through, and then the save is made there by John in goals. Good goalkeeping there to deny the opportunity there. As Bayern Bru looks to come forward once again, and Stephen sticks it in the back of the net, and it is 3-1 now in this match. And Stephen slots it past John there. John trying to get low and trying to get the save on there, but unable to. And Bayern Bru starting to build up a lead in this match, 3-1. We did see how quickly Parmesan Belgrade did reply after that first initial goal. So there's every chance they can get back in as they've lost the ball once again. Stephen takes the shot, but it's high over the goals there, and Roscoe will collect that ball. Jamie playing it from the back. Now, Johnny's intercepted. This is similar to how they scored their first goal, Parmesan. Johnny's still in the run, but he's lost it now. And now there's the overload there. Roscoe plays it back to Stephen, and Stephen doesn't convert. Incredibly there. He's hit it wide, unlike him, completely there. As Bayern Bru look to come forward once again. Roscoe playing to Stephen. Stephen to Roscoe. Roscoe with a shot. And cruelly there, it's deflected off of Graham and taken away from John in goals there. Roscoe with the shot. It was a decent defensive block there from Graham. Unfortunately, it's just found its way into the bottom corner there. John might have been covering that if it was going to the back post. And it's a bit cruel there for Parmesan Belgrade, and they find themselves 3 goals down now. But Graham there with the opportunity to try and get a second for Parmesan, and it's just gone wide. Parmesan trying to defend here. Ian playing that back to John, who finds Johnny. Now Parmesan getting up the pitch with an opportunity here. Johnny with a shot, and Jamie clears it there. Johnny with a second, and just punched away there by Jamie. Unlucky there for Johnny. 2 opportunities on target there, but neither converted. Roscoe battling with Johnny now. Off the wall to Stephen. Stephen finishes, and it is 5-1 in this match. You have to say some of the finishing here, apart from some opportunities early on in the game from Bayern Bru, but most of their finishing has been clinical. That ball off the wall there, landing at the feet of Stephen there. He slots that away. Unlike what he did with the earlier chance, he's learnt from it now, you'd say, and he's put that ball away to make it 5-1 in this match as Martin's battling there on the opposite end of the pitch there with Johnny. Johnny plays it square, but Graham can't quite get onto it. Does collect it though after it's off the wall, but it goes into the corner, and that goes all the way back to Jamie. Jamie now, quick release. Johnny, acrobatic blocking there as Ian with a shot, but it's closed down by Taylor, and the ball is in the corner. Ian's won it though, so opportunity now for Parmesan Belgrade, but the ball is lost to Stephen. Graham with a tackle. It goes through to Roscoe. Stephen's still in the move. Can Stephen finish now? Yes, he does. 6-1 to Bayern Bru. Absolutely clinical there from Bayern Bru. Some lovely play there, but the finish, just sensational there from Stephen. Smashes it past, and John guessing right, getting the hands up, but unable to match the pace of the shot. And that makes it 6-1 in this match. Bayern Bru have been looking very good in this match, but you might see that 6-1 has maybe flattered them a little bit. And Parmesan Belgrade have just been a little bit unfortunate with some of their attacking finishing. As Graham comes through, he's past Taylor there, Johnny with a shot, and Jamie there to collect. Parmesan Belgrade still looking to get forward, still looking to try and get some goals in this match, but it's lost there to Stephen, and Bayern Bru are on the break now. Colin moving into the middle of the pitch to Stephen Newsom. Stephen doesn't, and tries to clip it over John, but John clears it away. 6-1 the score in this match. Still a 5-goal difference. A big ask from Parmesan Belgrade, but they're coming forward now, and Callum shoots just wide of the goal there. Now Stephen's collected the ball on the opposite side of the pitch. Taylor coming forward now. Taylor gets past Callum. Brilliant use of the wall there. Now has he got options? Plays it into the middle, and it's in! And Taylor's got his goal after being denied earlier there. Just unfortunate with the camera angles, we can't see straight into the corner there, but if we look at the replay closely, you can see he plays it across the box there. It gets tangled in John's feet as John tries to get it away. A nightmare scenario for John. It gets caught up in the feet and ends up in the back of the net there to make it 7-1 in this game. The gap has gotten bigger as Parmesan Belgrade look to come forward to try and reduce the deficit here, but are unable to in that case. Coming again once more, great ball to Cam in the middle of the box there. He's got two defenders. Johnny with a shot, Jamie down low, denying Johnny there. Johnny now with another turn. He's looking for some help there, plays in the middle, and Luke can't quite get onto it. Roscoe and Stephen connecting once again. Ian there, vital interception. Martin tries to come forward with it, but Ian once again there, stopping them from moving forward. Ian now, is there one last attack before the full-time whistle's gone here? Stephen's intercepted, and there's the whistle. 7-1 to Bayern Bru is the final score. Match number 4, week 4, season 8, Fat Fives football. And a bit of a nonchalant start there. I think the kickoff was taken just before the referee blew, but the team held off to hear the whistle. And in this game, we've got highlights of O.B City versus Rapid Viennetta. O.B City in black shooting left to right, and Rapid Viennetta early on threatening the O.B City goal. And they're wearing orange shooting right to left. As the ball's lost in the middle of the pitch to Stuka. Stuka comes forward there and he punishes O.B City there with an early goal for Rapid Viennetta. The ball played into the middle of the pitch there. Stuka picks it up, says thanks very much, and then slots it into the back of the net for Rapid Viennetta. 1-0 quickly in this match now for Rapid Viennetta as they continue to try and defend their top of the league spot that they have recently snatched away from Ivory Toast. Then they play it out from their own half here, and Goggs has got it now, and OB can come forward. Goggs there with the shot, but he just slices it wide, and you can see the frustration from Goggs there, knowing how good an opportunity that was. Long ball there all the way up, and Gilly unable to get on the end of Stuka's long range pass there and stick it in the back of the net. Great play there from Rapid Viennetta, just unfortunate there is no ending there. As Gogg goes on a solo run and looks to find Brian, and Brian puts it in the back of the net, and that is 1-1 in this match. Brian there getting on the end of a fantastic pass there from Goggs and slots it past Lewis in the back of the net, and that makes it 1-1 in this match. The teams level once again as they look to push forward and try and make a claim for the 3 points in this match. And now we move on and we see O.B City up in the Rapid Viennetta half once again and are unable to make any conversions there as Rapid Viennetta collect the ball. Stuka there with a shot, and it's saved by Luke. And Luke gets it on to the ball before it rolls out of his box and comes back into play. Goggs, a pass to Stephen. Stephen with the ball just wide of the goals there. Almost an opportunity for O.B City to go 2-1 up. As the ball off the board to Brian, and Brian does it this time. Tight angle there, but is able to get the ball under control and slot it away in the far corner there. Two defenders coming in, you could argue, definitely one there. And Lewis in goals for Rapid Viennetta, unable to get anything out to try and stop that ball as it goes across the goals. And it's 2-1 to O.B City in this match. They will be delighted to get themselves ahead early on in this match, with Rapid Viennetta doing so well in the league. As Goggs through and goal, and unable to get a touch there. Lewis stands strong in goals and denies Goggs a chance to get his first goal of the match. It's been Brian for O.B City that's converted both of these, as Gilly unfortunately are unable to get a little bit of flair on the ball, that long range pass, but he still has it in the middle of the pitch, and the shot just goes high and wide there from Jack, unfortunately. Rapid Viennetta looking to come forward now with Gilly. Gilly up against Lewis. Both of them used to be teammates at Parmesan Belgrade until moves last season. And Gilly's the one that punishes Lewis and his teammates by smashing the ball past Luke in goals there and making it 2-2. The two former Parmesan Belgrade teammates there. Good battle there. Gilly finding that little bit of space and then smashing it past the goalkeeper Luke for O.B City. And it is 2-2 once again in this match. Adam now with the ball for O.B City, plays it back to Goggs. Goggs goes on a run now through the middle of the pitch, goes past two players, finds Lewis. Lewis with a hit, and it's just high there, unfortunately, for O.B City. And now Aiden trying to get forward, passes it through to Niall. Good play between the two players. They found Graham on the far side. Graham with the shot, and Luke gets saved there. And there's still the ball bobbing about. A couple of shouts there, but it ends up in the goalkeeper's hands anyway. O.B City in the Rapid Viennetta half, but it looks like they might have lost control of the ball there, as Lewis still has the ball at feet though with the shot. And Lewis for Rapid Viennetta in goals there, blocking the shot with the foot there. O.B City on defence as Rapid Viennetta look to come forward, but possession looks like it's changed hands now as O.B City are coming forward. Gogs with Lewis. Lewis coming forward now. Can Lewis slot away? Yes, he does. And there's the third goal for O.B City there. Gogs great lay off to Lewis and a fantastic run from him. Eventually gets the ball out from under his feet, gets the shot away, and is rewarded with a third goal for O.B City there. 3-2 the score now as O.B City get the ball back to their goalkeeper to get the situation under control. Rapid Viennetta are trying to do the same their half. Eventually they get it through to their goalkeeper as Gogs intercepted a pass there. Gogs the shot, smashes it into the back of the net, and finally Gogs gets his goal in this game. Great interception there, realising the goalkeeper's completely out of position, and he manages to keep that shot under the bar, doesn't blast it over the goals, which can be quite a regular thing that we see if you've been watching the highlight. More often than not, some of the powerful shots going over the top of the crossbar and bouncing off the backboard. But getting back into the match, O.B City defending with the ball in their half, but Rapid Viennetta have it with Cal here, and Cal's shot is blocked there. Will they get another chance? Once again blocked. Great defending there by O.B City to deny Rapid Viennetta captain an opportunity to get his team back into the match as Brian looks to try and get past Neil here, but not quite. Aiden playing it forward to Graham. Graham back to Niall. Niall with a shot. Oh, that is beautiful there from Niall. A fantastic curling shot round the O.B City captain Willie there. You can see in touch of the foot, and it slots it there as it curls round into that top corner. Lovely finish there. 4-3 in this match. Rapid Viennetta coming back into this game. Can they get a fourth goal and complete the comeback in this match and be able to turn the tides and walk away with a point that they will need in their defence of their top position currently in the league? As James looks to find Graham. Graham now in the left-hand corner, plays it to the middle, and it bobbled into the bottom corner, and Aiden has done it! He's found the equaliser. It is 4-4 in this game there. It's an unorthodox finish there. I think Luke in goals thought that ball was just going to trundle either off the post or wide. It hasn't. It's found its way into the back of the net. And Rapid Viennetta are now 4-4 level in this match, as O.B City look to come forward to try and get a winner again, but Rapid Viennetta on the counter, and the attack there fizzles out with a shot high over the goals there. Rapid Viennetta looking to come forward, plays the ball through to GCGC, and it is blocked there by Luke in goals. O.B City coming forward. These teams are not settling for the draw. They want to come forward there, as there's a claim of the slide. The referee has given the free kick for a slide tackle here. Yeah, you can see there the back leg coming behind JC. No slide tackles allowed at Fat Fives football. And so an indirect free kick is given here as the ball ricochets off of James there. And then the ball is blocked and the free kick given to the Rapid Viennetta goalkeeper as the O.B City player not moving away there. And the ball comes across to Brian in this highlight, and Brian cannot convert it there. And this game has been action-packed all the way through to the final moments now. Stuka coming forward, Stuka with the long-range shot, and it just goes wide. And eventually O.B City get it, as the referee looks at his watch, blows the whistle. 4-4 in this game, both teams walking away with a point. Game number 5, week 4, season 8, Fat 5 football, sees O.B City versus Bayern Bru. O.B City in black shooting from left to right. Bayern Bru in purple shooting right to left. Early on here, we can see that O.B City are peppering the Bayern Bru goals as Lewis gets in the middle of the box here with a shot, and what a finish there by Lewis. Absolutely smashed that into the top corner there after cutting in from the side there. Jamie in goals, down, hand out, but cannot get anything on that shot as it rockets into the top corner and gives O.B City the early lead in this match. Bayern Bru with the ball in their half, looking to try and get a quick reply here as the ball played very nicely. But Goggs intercepts it and through to Lewis, the goal scorer again, and this time he smashes it over the goals. And now Bayern Bru have the chance on the break through to Call in the middle of the pitch, and he does the same, hits it right over the goals there. O.B City now once again in possession of the ball, looking to come forward. Brian there playing it through to Goggs. Goggs through to Lewis. Now can Lewis finish like he did beforehand? He does get the shot away. It is on target, but Jamie in goals for Bayern Bru is best to that shot and smothers it. O.B City once again on the attack here. They are attacking with intent, and Jamie there pulling off another save. Bayern Bru having to do a lot of defending early in this match, but now they're on the counter with Stephen there with the ball, gets past all the way, and the shot there is blocked by Luke in goals for O.B City. Both goalkeepers here busy in this match. You would say maybe one is more busier than the other, as the ball played all the way through there, and eventually it trundles into the goals there. That's Jamie that's now out of the goals and being replaced there by Martin in goals with that opportunity there. Willie gets the ball under control there in the OB defence there, plays the ball across. Brian with the header, and no goal given there. Apparently it hasn't crossed the line. Ooh, unsure there. You can have a look at that yourselves. The spin must be something else on that ball. If it's came in and bounced out, it could be really just a fraction still on the line there. But the goal hasn't stood anyway. Our camera angles don't have definite proof either way of it. So referee's decision stays as the referee says that is a goal for Bayern Bru. No contention this time. Roscoe there coming in on the edge of the box there as the ball played lovely over the top there. Fine finish there from Roscoe, and it is 1-1 in this game between the teams here as OB City there looking to try and get another shot on goal there, but unable to end the match. And now they looks like Bayern Bru have won the ball away from OB City there, and a chance on goal, but Jamie does put it away. This time for Bayern Bru. Brilliant counter-attack there as the ball was lost up in their end, and Jamie slots that away for his first goal this week after playing last match in goals for Bayern Bru predominantly, and is now out of the goals in this match and rewards Bayern Bru for taking him on loan this week. A reminder, Jamie is a commissioner player and so currently is playing for multiple teams, different one each week as part of the commissioner squad setup. As OB City and Brian there miss the opportunity just by a hair's width to try and get back into this game. OB City looking like they're coming forward once again. Stephen now out wide with the ball, takes a shot. Brilliant finish there by Stephen into the bottom corner. Martin in goals there. Nothing he could do. He couldn't get anything on it. He tries to get down low to try and get a block on it, but is unable to. And OB City are back in this match. 2-2 now in this game. The teams are back on a level playing field. As Bayern Bru looked to come forward, the long ball there, tried to play to Stephen, but it's intercepted. Goggs in front of goals, and Goggs coolly slots that away to make it 3-2 now to OB City. In loads of space there, Goggs, and just calmly slots it into the inside post there. As it looks like we've got another goalkeeper change there for Bayern Bru, with Jamie going back in the goals, and Martin right now trying to get forward, trying to carve out an opportunity for his team to get back in. With the score being 3-2, Bayern Bru 1 goal behind. Stephen on a run now. Stephen plays it through to Goggs. Goggs now cuts in. Goggs to the shot. And even with the goalkeeper change, Goggs is still able to find the back of the net. They are 4-2 in this match now for OB City. And they have managed to not only level things up again, but they have managed to steal, or take the lead, apologies, rather than take the lead away from Bayern Bru in this match. So Bayern Bru now behind by 2 goals. Stephen, what a run, plays it through the Goggs, and the save there from Jamie. Fantastic run there by Stephen. Great linking play there with Goggs, but Jamie is now fully ready in the goals, you would maybe think. has got himself behind that shot. Stephen still has the ball, riding a couple of tackles there, uses Nathan as an outlet, and now to Goss. Now back to Stephen. Stephen with the shot there, and Jamie this time unable to get anything behind that shot from Stephen, and it's gone in the back of the net, and it is 5-2 now to O.B City in this game. Good finish there from Stephen, slotting it into the back of the net. And that is giving O.B City a 3-goal lead in this match now. And they will be feeling rather comfortable as Bayern Bru look to come forward there. But it doesn't end up with any opportunities there. O.B City into the Bayern half. Goggs with the ball in the middle of the pitch, plays it through to Stephen, just scoring that goal. It's been stolen now by the other Stephen for Bayern Bru. Plays across to Roscoe. Can Roscoe apply the finish here? Plays it back to Stephen though. Stephen with the dummy, slots it past Luke there. The slow build up for that goal probably made OB defence and the goalkeeper there uncomfortable. You see a little dummy there, Luke on the move, unsure where it's going now, and then Stephen just slots it into the back of the net there. And now it's 5-3 in this game. The goal lead has been chopped down to only 2 goals now as Bayern Bru will be looking to try and get back into this game. But here come O.B City with Lewis with Goggs, and there's the 3-goal lead once again as the score moves to 6-3 with Goggs slotting away that goal there. Great play there between Goggs and Lewis. Lewis on that run, and then Goggs matching it, being there in that space in front of the box, and coolly slots it into the back of the net there. And they look to continue play with Jamie playing the ball forward for Bayern Bru. Roscoe up there looking for it, but doesn't find anybody. Taylor's intercepted though, finds Roscoe. Roscoe to Colin. Colin then in off the post, and it is 6-4 in this match. They've taken that 3-goal lead away once again. Bayern Bru only 2 goals behind. Unsure if there's going to be much time. Good finish there from Colin. Unorthodox. He looks chuffed with himself there with the fist pump for the goal. 6-4 come to the score, but we're literally playing the last few moments of this match. OB and OB there almost with a 7th. Full-time whistle goes 6-4 to OB City. Game number 6 of week 4, season 8, Fat 5 football sees Parmesan Belgrade versus Ivory Toast. Parmesan Belgrade in white, shooting left to right. Ivory Toast in yellow, shooting right to left. And those with a bit of a keen eye might spot our very own Commissioner in goals for Ivory Toast after Greg's injury in the first match. Ivory Toast in need of an extra player for some rotation. Otherwise, we're doing left with only 5 players on the pitch, and so Commissioners stepped in as an additional on-loan player. As Kev early on here with the shot and converts it for Ivory Toast there very early in this match, winning the ball on the opposite side of the pitch there, and then running through and goal, and then a great shot there, giving John the eyes, and it goes into the top corner there as John sprawls across there, unable to get a hand on it. And Ivory Toast take the lead through Kev in this match. So 1-0 to Ivory Toast there as Parmesan looked to reply, but Kev's picked up the loose ball and Kev's punished straight away. And once again, Kev here showing his clinical prowess in front of the Parmesan Belgrade goal and already getting 2 to his name there. And Ivory Toast delighted with this start already. Are 2 goals to the good thanks to Kev's prowess in front of goals. Ivory Toast on the attack once again. Now can Parmesan Belgrade make anything from this? And there's a shout there for penalty, and the referee has given the penalty as Parmesan Belgrade remonstrate there. It does look like though that the ball has been in the box here as Graham takes the touch on it there. It's tight, it's on the line. I think there's a little bit of frustration as to whether the referee's seen it or not. The correct call's been made, it looks like, and Liam slots it in the back of the net. 3-0 to Ivory Toast, as obviously a little bit of shakiness from the camera. These cameras are attached to the fencing. If you look at the bottom corner, you can see people are there standing, so any sort of clapping, celebration does shake them there. Stopper gets a save in there from Callum for Parmesan Belgrade. So 3-0 in this match. Maybe a bit of controversy with the penalties. Chucky comes forward now. Chucky still making the run there. Gets past Graham. Will he finish now? He does. So he makes the finish. Graham punches the ground there. Not a foul there at all. It's a bit of confusion there as Graham's went in for the tackle. He's missed there. But Chucky takes that advantage of the man down and slots it away. And it's 4-0 in this match. Ivory Toast coming right out of the starting blocks in this, taking full advantage and giving themselves a 4-goal lead as the ball almost put in the back of the net there. Chopper not quite seeing the pass there from Ian, but Chopper quickly plays it out to Ian on the opposite side. Now what can he do from here? And that back pass there, and the back heel there has been lost eventually. Ian playing it through. Callum there with the shot. There's some shouts there. The referee's given is chopped off the goal because he's in the box. Well, it's a bit... the camera angle here doesn't give much advantage. You'd have to say the referee would have had the better angle being on the opposite side. So the goal's been chopped off there. Chopper quickly out to Ian though. Ian, can he finish? Yes, he does. And it's 5-0. And Parmesan Belgrade might be finding themselves on a little bit of frustration there between the decisions that's been made and the advantage that Ivory Toast have taken. But that is how the game is being played. And Parmesan Belgrade, you'd have to say, some poor defending there has left Ian on his own there. And they've taken the advantage of it. While you can sympathise, at the same time, the players have to just get on with the game and play what's in front of them. So 5-0 to Ivory Toast. Chopper playing it to Chucky, but the ball's been lost. Now Callum has the opportunity, plays it to Johnny. Can Johnny finish for Parmesan? Save there by Chopper. Acrobatics once again by Johnny. The ball just goes wide and Ian tries to get the ball under control. Parmesan Belgrade losing the ball in their half, but defended well. Ivory Toast happy to just sit back just now as Chucky picks up the ball in the middle of the pitch. Chucky going forward, rolls past Ian, through on goal, and he slots it away there to make it 6. Ivory Toast being completely clinical in this match there. They picked up the ball through Chucky in the middle of the pitch there, and he manages to roll past Ian. You can see the frustration there from John. 6 goals to the good now for Ivory Toast. They have been sensational in this match. You have to say, Parmesan Belgrade haven't done anything majorly wrong in this match, apart from maybe the penalty, if anything. But they have just been absolutely sucker punched here by Ivory Toast. Probably a bit of a flattering score, but because of the clinical finishing from Ivory Toast, they're 6 up as Ian shoots. And Ian puts it in the back of the net there for Parmesan Belgrade. They are walking away at least with a goal in this match. Can this spark a comeback? A good shot there from Ian. I think Chopper expected the ball to be going wide of the post there. Just watched it hit the inside of the post. And Ian gets the goal for Parmesan Belgrade. So the lead now reduced to only 5 goals there. Almost back to 6. But thanks to John there, denies it. Johnny all the way through. Can he get the goal away? And he's hit the post. And then the follow-up from Luke. And Chopper down already with the save. Great shot there by Luke, but unfortunately straight at Chopper, who is already down after the attempt to save against Johnny, who hit the post and denies him. Chucky with the ball again, plays it to Kev. Can Kev get another goal? Saved there by John. Chucky in front of the goal. Chucky looking to play, and it's gone wide. And now there's a ball on the pitch. Play should come to a close here, but they've carried on with it. Luckily enough, it hasn't made much interruption there as Johnny's now picked up the ball, looks to come through. Johnny with the shot, saved there by Chopper, and the goal go wide. You'd expect either team would be remonstrating if the other team had taken advantage of that ball on the pitch. As per the rules, the ball is supposed to cause the play to stop. And Kev scores there as I'm talking there about the rules. Kev receives a wonderful pass there by Chucky and smashes it into the back of the net there. John down expecting the ball to go across the goals, but actually it goes high into the net, and Ivory Toast take a 7th goal from this game. This game is slowly, I say slowly, it's actually quite rapidly, but in either case it's slipping away from Parmesan Belgrade here. There's maybe a little bit of body language here that is resigning them to a defeat. The question is, how many goals will it end up being? As Luke picks up the ball just off the middle of the pitch, takes the shot, and he's scored. And so that's 1 less goal deficit there for Ivory Toast there. Parmesan Belgrade getting their 2nd goal in this game, and that will stop them being punished by a humiliating scoreline if they continue to chip away at the Ivory Toast lead there. So Luke getting the 2nd goal for Parmesan Belgrade. Ivory Toast still winning 7-2 as John gets the hand there and stops the shot from Liam. Moving on to the next highlight in this match. Chopper with the ball, looking to play it out there, does so, finds Chucky. Chucky looking to take on Ian, does so, gets the dink there, and it's in the back of the net, and that's now 8 goals for Ivory Toast. And everything I just said there about Parmesan Belgrade cutting away at the goal deficit has been undone there by Chucky. Brilliant finish there though. Ivory Toast will be delighted to have an 8th goal to increase their goals, and it could be vital for them in their battle to try and get back to the top of the league. Ivory Toast coming forward once again with relentless fashion there as Chucky just goes past Luke there. And there's Liam in space. Can Liam convert? Yes, he does convert. He's got it past John in goal there. And that's the 9th goal for Ivory Toast. Unbelievable goal scoring from Ivory Toast here today in this match. Some brilliant finishes there, and you can tell a bit of dejection there from the Parmesan Belgrade players. It is harsh, you have to say, the scoreline on them as Chopper gets a foot out and denies there the shot from Luke. Still playing on in this match though, as Kev there tries to get the shot but is unable to. The ball's picked up the far side. Kev there with the shot, and it's saved there by John. I think Parmesan Belgrade players there protesting that was in the box, but a fantastic save by John. Once again, saved by John, denying Ivory Toast, and it will stay at 9-2 to Ivory Toast being the final score. Lucky number 7, Game 7 sees Fatburn Rovers versus Rapid Viennetta at Season 8 Fat Fives football. Fatburn Rovers in green shooting left to right, Rapid Viennetta in orange, and conceding early on in this match thanks to Mitchell coming straight out of the blocks there and smashing it past JC in goals. What a start there for Fatburn Rovers, who find themselves at the wrong end of the table up against Rapid Viennetta, sitting currently at the start of this week's games at the top of the table. And so not quite a top versus bottom clash, but as close as we're getting this week, as Fatburn Rovers look to defend there from the ball coming through from Rapid Viennetta. So 1-0 to Fatburn Rovers. They will be delighted with that start, as they know they'll be in for a hard game there. And it's got even better. James, 2nd goal for Fatburn Rovers. 2-0 early on in this match. Great ball played through to him there. And what a finish there. I'd like to think that that is on purpose from James, and that's what we're going to go with. So what a brilliant finish there against JC, giving JC the eyes and then slotting it into the near side post. Brilliant stuff from James and his Fatburn Rovers players to get themselves 2-0 up early in this match. So Rapid Viennetta with it all to do, 2 goals down early on, and Jack now intercepting the pass. Now what can he make from this as he pushes forward with a shot? And it's snuck past Stuart, the commissioner, on loan player, in goals currently in this match for Fatburn Rovers, and Rapid Viennetta have found a way back into this match. Stuart, they're trying to get the feet out to try and make the save, but it's just gone past them, and now it's 2-1 in this game. Fatburn Rovers still leading, but now with only a goal advantage in this game. And so, will that be the chance for Rapid Viennetta to smell blood and go for an equaliser? They've won the ball as they push forward here. Looks like intercepted. Not quite though. And Stuka has punished them for not quite getting that ball away. Mitchell head and hands there. The ball deflected off of Mitchell, bounced off of Matthew, rolled perfectly through to Stuka there. And he smashes that past Stuart in goals to make it 2-2. And so after taking a quick lead in this game by Fatburn Rovers, Rapid Viennetta have managed to get back into this game just as quick. James there with a lovely little turn, but has Gilly there for company. Tries to get it through to Stephen there, but is unable to. So the score remains 2-2 in this match. Rapid Viennetta up into the Fatburn Rovers have John battling well here, but lost out to Gilly. Now Gilly on the run, and Gilly's shot there. I think it might have just hit off the post. Mitchell, they were shot from distance, almost through the legs of JC. But JC managed to stop that from trickling into the back of the net as Rapid Viennetta come forward there. James trying to find Stuka. Stuka now in the corner battling there. Plays it into the middle of the box. And Jack is there to put the ball away. That's 3-2 now to Fatburn Rovers. They are battling with John. Manages to get onto the end of the ball and slot it into the back of the net. Great ball there by Stuka from the corner. As I said previously, unfortunately, unable to show the corners just because the camera setup that we have. But brilliant passing, and Jack converts as Mitchell's shot is denied there by JC. with a fine save to keep it at 3-2 to his Rapid Viennetta team. Action on the other side of the pitch sees James up against Gilly. Gilly's won it. Now Jackson space in the middle of the pitch. Can he see him there? The cutback there. Sorry, that's Stuka, not Jack. And he does find Stuka. And Stuka does slot it away there. Apologies to Stuka and Jack for getting the names mixed up there. Too small on the screen there. But Stuka, what a finish there after finding the pass there from Gilly. And they are now 4-2 to the good. A 2-goal lead in this match. And they will take advantage of their superior team numbers this week and make a couple of changes and refresh the team. So 4-2 to Rapid Viennetta in this game as their hunt goes on to defend their top of the league position, and they will be happy with the scoreline in their attempt in doing that. Matthew gets the ball on the other side of the pitch, plays it through to James. James now shot from distance, couple of deflections, and JC's down quickly and beats that shot away. Stuart now, on-loan commissioner player for Fatburn Rovers, making his Fat Fives debut. Plays it James, plays it to John, and John unlucky there, just off the post with that shot. Brilliant pass from James across the box, and John hits the post there. And now there's a battle going on the opposite end of the pitch, but eventually Rapid Viennetta get it all the way back to JC and goals. JC, quick release there, trying to find Graham on the run. Now Graham's in the corner now. Who can he find? Finds Stuka, and it's almost a carbon copy of the fourth goal for Rapid Viennetta. A player in the corner this time. Graham is the one supplying Stuka in the middle of the box there. Brilliant pass and fantastic finish there by Stuka once again. Inside the foot, first time, slotting it into the corner, and that will just go past the goalkeeper there. And now it's 5-2 in this match, and we are welcomed by Cal, the captain's presence on the pitch now in this highlight as he looks to help see out the game with his team leading by 3 goals. Aidan out on the ball, finds Cal, and the 1-2 played there, and now they're into the corner. Now what comes from the ball from the corner here? It's played into the middle of the pitch. Graham now trying to receive it, and the shot there just high from Graham, and they can't get on the second ball there. Rapid Viennetta to try and take advantage. James winning the ball in the middle of the pitch, but is lost to Stuka. Stuka now has options. Will he find his captain or will he go himself? He's gone himself. Aidan just in the middle there, and he's made the pitch perfect pass there as he puts it into the path of Aidan, who slots it into the back of the net. 6-2 in this match now to Rapid Viennetta. Complete turnaround after the fantastic start that Fatburn Rovers made in this game, and the clinical finishing of Rapid Viennetta has been on show here. Gilly with the shot, but it just goes wide. Now John's won the ball, and John looks to push the team forward now as Stephen there, Sean, but the shot is saved there by JC, and eventually it fizzles out there. Mitchell picked up the ball on the opposite end of the pitch, looks to play through to John. John in the middle of the pitch there, and he's claiming for the foul there. Ref saying didn't see it because of the body, so hasn't given the free kick. As Cal looks to get them under control. He hasn't though. Mitchell's got it. Mitchell hits over. Rebound though. And Mitchell does stick it in the back of the net. Of second time of asking there. As John was looking for the free kick from the foul, and the referee telling him that they were unable to see the foul due to a ruckus of bodies in front of their line of vision. Mitchell continues on, takes the first shot as it bounces off, and then on the rebound slots it away, and Fatburn Rovers then, instead of getting the free kick, are rewarded with their efforts by a goal. 6-3 in this match. Now can Fatburn Rovers come forward and try and get some more goals as the ball there is collected by their goalkeeper? They're up in the Rapid Viennetta half, but it's been lost now as Cal moves forward. Cal with the shot. Good save there from the goalkeeper. Couldn't get hands on it, but John will collect. As we enter the last passages of play of this match between these teams, Rapid Viennetta continue to go forward, looking to keep control of the game now. And it's played all the way back to their goalkeeper as the referee blows for full time. 6-3 to Rapid Viennetta. Game number 8, week 4, season 8. Fat Fives football sees Scrandinavia versus Flaberdeen. Scrandinavia in red shooting left to right, and Flaberdeen in blue shooting right to left. Scrandinavia on the attack here, trying to come forward with Ryan. Ryan up against Terry. Ryan's away though. Can he get the ball in the back of the net? Oh, and unlucky for Ryan, but brilliant save there by Don as Don comes rushing out of his goal onto the edge of his box and manages to stop the attack there. Daniel now coming forward, plays the ball through the Champers, tries to get a touch on it, but Don is able to collect that ball there. So still 0-0 in this match as a shot saved by Zach against Flaberdeen there. Ryan with a shot from distance, and once again the goalkeeper matching up to the shot and clearing it away. Both goalkeepers busy at the start of this match as Craig looks to play the ball forward. Lost the Champers. Champers now scoops it over Don, and there's the opening goal. Unlucky there for Don and unlucky there for Craig. The wayward pass. Champers picks up there. Don to the edge of the box, trying to do anything to put Champers off. But Champers stays calm, knows he's got time, waits for Don to commit down low for the save, and then scoops it over Don in goals. A rare thing to see in Fat Fives football is chips over the goalkeeper. They do happen. We've had some spectacular ones as well in previous seasons. But you've been able to catch this one on camera by Champers as his shot there just goes wide. I think Don might have got a hand to it to push it wide. But the score remains 1-0 with Champers getting the opening goal. Long ball thrown out to Richard now as he takes the shot, and Zach goes diving wide but is unable to get a hand on the ball. But Scandinavia won't mind in any case as the shot wide of goal. Flaberdeen coming forward with their commissioner player Martin there and plays it through to Craig now. Craig on the ball tries to find Martin, and he does. And Martin on loan this week, making his Fat Fives football debut, gets the goal for Flaberdeen that equalises this match in off the post there. He'll be delighted with that impact. 1-1 in this match. Flaberdeen delighted with their on loan player contributing and helping them out in this match as Champers has picked up a loose ball there on the edge of the box, and Ryan unable to get the shot away as it goes through the legs there. Flaberdeen coming forward, but the ball has been lost once again, and Daniel has the ball under control now. Plays it all the way back to Champers. Champers now looking to come forward. Still ball there, and the shot just wide of Don's goal there by Champers. Fantastic hit, but unable to convert it into the goal. Flaberdeen coming forward now. A throw there by Don to Barry. Barry on the run with Ray for company there. The ball into the middle there. Ryan gets the touch on it. Almost in the back of the net, but Zach there managed to bobble the ball away from the goal line, and Scandinavia will breathe a sigh of relief. I think there was some shouts for being in the box, but as you can see from the footage, Ryan was out of the box there. Champers intercepted the ball though. Champers with the shot. Brilliant shot from distance. And there's the second goal there for Scrandinavia. Once again, intercepting a pass there, Champers, and then getting the shot from distance. Great interception, then just shoots, and it just gets into the bottom corner there. Don unable to reach out any further with the dive there, the hand stretched out, unable to make the save. 2-1 Scrandinavia as Flaberdeen look to attack straight away, and they're through on goal here with Craig, and Craig there converts. Instant reply there from Flaberdeen. Questions being asked of the defending there from Scandinavia. Two of the players on the opposite side there. Nobody's tracked Craig all the time in the world as Zach comes across, tries to dive and get the hand out. You can see Zach asking there, how is he in space? Well, he was, Zach, and it is 2-0. Nothing Zach could do there, you have to say. It's a simple ball squared across the box and time and space for Craig to convert. So 2-0 as the opportunity there for Scandinavia. Almost there for them, but the ball's been intercepted and it's been collected and converted, and Ryan is the goal scorer. I imagine there that Craig was just going to see that back to his goalkeeper, but Daniel intercepts, and then Ryan in the middle of the goals there converts it as Don comes rushing back, almost similar to how Flaberdeen got their second goal, but it's the third for Scandinavia, and they are in the lead this time. 3-2 to Scandinavia, back in the lead once again in this match after Flaberdeen had levelled everything off. Paul now switching the ball to Craig, and now here comes Martin. Martin though lost the ball there to Ryan. Ryan will shoot from distance. He does, and he converts, and it's 4-2 in this match. Trying to get the words out there. Brilliant shot there by Ryan. there from distance on the solo run. He had options there, Champers out wide there. You can see the frustration from Craig smashing it into the back of the net. After getting back into this game, they're finding themselves now 2 goals down. And the shot saved there by Craig. So 4-2 in this game to Scrandinavia. Martin looking to try and get the shot away. Save from Zach. And Scrandinavia will be happy to receive that ball. Now, Lewis, captain for Scrandinavia, trying to make the run, and he's got a little bit of space there. Martin for company finds Champers. No, Champers left it to Daniel, and then Daniel converts. Brilliant dummy run there by Champers. Daniel fully alert to that. Good pass there from Lewis. You can see there, Champers actually does get a touch. It's not just a dummy run, it's the faintest of touches. Lays it off to Daniel, and Daniel smashes that into the opposite corner of to which he was standing in front of, and that gives Scrandinavia a 5th goal in this match. They are starting to run away with this game. Flaberdeen looking like they are a bit lost for wear currently in this. Martin with the ball for Flaberdeen, the commissioner player, trying to find a teammate and some space. Finds some space though on the run. Finds Paul. Oh, that's so unlucky from Paul there. I thought that was going to be nestling in the back of the net there. But Zach stands up tall and collects the ball. Barry now with the shot. And Zach, with the strong hands, palms that away from goal and gives Scrandinavia a chance to collect themselves. Flaberdeen are up in the tempo here, looking to try and get some goals after being 3 behind. Barry there, Paul, and it just hasn't converted, and the second chance as well. Champers I think got a touch on it, and Zach then just jumps on the ball and just keeps it in his hands there. Flaberdeen will be wondering how on earth they're going to be able to get some goals to get back into this game. Martin in front of goals, and he's hit the post! And Paul hits it over. Unbelievable stuff here from Flaberdeen. Chances going a-begging. And it hits with hitting the woodwork and it's smashing over as Don there with the strong hand. And cruelly for Flaberdeen, the strong hand of Don, unable to fully deny Scrandinavia there. Great save, but it goes into the path of Ryan. Ryan hits that ball across goal there. Don just getting on his feet, unable to make the save. And from one end where you thought Flaberdeen were going to be celebrating a goal, they have conceded a goal now. 6-2 is the score as we enter the final passages of play here. Champers though, in front of goal, can he convert? Don does a great job with the save there to deny Champers. The ball in the corner looks to find Daniel. Referee blows full time. 6-2 is the final score. Game number 9 of week 4 Fat Pies football season 8 sees Flaberdeen versus Parmesan Belgrade. Flaberdeen in blue shooting from left to right, and Parmesan Belgrade in white shooting from right to left. And it's been a bit of a slog for Parmesan Belgrade this week, so hopefully going into this last match they will be looking to get some positives out of this week to take into the following week. So they're still doing alright league table wise, as John early shot here is saved by Don. And Flaberdeen currently sitting in second place at the start of this week as well, will be looking to try and get points to make that title defence challenge. As Richard now with the ball for Flaberdeen, and a save there from Ian in goals. John, who's been in goals for the last couple of games for Parmesan Belgrade, decided to come out of goals and play out the pitch as the ball is played all the way through to Martin. Martin on loan at Flaberdeen, can he convert? Oh, he's hit the post, and Ian collects the ball to the collective sigh of relief from the Parmesan Belgrade players as John takes the ball, takes it into his own defensive corner, looking to get past Martin there, and he's lost the ball. Martin has collected it. Can Martin convert? Yes, he does. He converts once again for Flaberdeen on his debut week, and it's 1-0 to Flaberdeen here. John just trying to use a bit of trickery to get past Martin, but doesn't find a way past, and then Martin just coolly slots it to the opposite corner of Ian there to put Flaberdeen 1-0 in the lead there after that bit of calamity there in the defence. And straight away, Parmesan Belgrade have given up possession to Flaberdeen, who are pushing forward now as they find Richard, but John comes across and stops the opportunity there. So 1-0 in this game, Flaberdeen with the early lead. Craig with the ball, looking to get on goals there. Graham with the defensive block there, but Richard comes in and cleans up afterwards, and that is just basically Parmesan Belgrade's week as a whole there. It's a good block from Graham, and just unfortunately, Richard on the run It lands perfectly in front of him and he slots that away. Graham there with a hand of apology, but to be honest, definitely not his fault. Complete bad luck there from Parmesan Belgrade as they find themselves 2-0 down in this match. Ian looking for options there to find a player and eventually gets it away. Parmesan Belgrade on the defence here, looking to try and play it out from the back. Johnny there looks to play up to Matt, but Terry intercepts Terry, juggling the ball. Terry then plays it to Craig. Craig now plays it to Barry. Barry takes the shot, and Ian there with the save. Great goalkeeping there to deny what looks like would have been a dead set goal. But the save there keeps them in, keeps the score at 2-0 as Craig coming forward for Flaberdeen rides the challenge there, and the shot goes wide of goal. As the rain starts to pour down here, Terry receives the ball. Terry with the volley. Terry into the top corner there, and that gives Flaberdeen a third goal. And as the weather shows, it is just raining down on Parmesan Belgrade this week, unfortunately. Flaberdeen, though, put themselves into the driving seat of this match with 3 goals now to the good as Parmesan Belgrade look to try and come forward now and get something out of this match. Still plenty of time for Parmesan Belgrade to get into this match, but the shot there ricocheted, no one back in defence. Terry has the whole of their half. Barry takes the shot and he's missed unbelievably. Flaberdeen still had the ball there, but Barry hits it wide. Unbelievable stuff. That should have been a 4th goal for Flaberdeen, but no, it went wide, and Flaberdeen now looking to get back onto the attack once again. Craig with the ball, Craig with the shot, and once again just wide of the goal there from Craig as Barry looks to clear it back towards Terry. Flaberdeen with the ball in their goalkeeper's hands. A long throw there finds Craig now as the rain continues to pour down. Craig playing it back to Terry. Terry now, can he get the shot away? And a great save there by Ian to deny a 4th goal for Flaberdeen. Ball in the right hand corner there. Barry's come away with it to Paul. Paul with the shot, and the ball just goes up there as saved by him. I was going to say over the bar, but actually it was on target. Ian palmed it up and collected it. Johnny now, solo run. Johnny keeps going. Johnny, pass to. Oh, brilliant goal there by Johnny. That is a fantastic goal there by him. Takes on 2 players there, gets past them both, and then through onto the goal there against Don. Almost lost it there when Craig came back, but manages to dig it out and then scoop it past Don in goal to give Parmesan a goal in this match. So the lead's now only at 2 goals, and could this spark Parmesan's comeback in this game as Martin looks to try and get forward, but is forced back by Parmesan Belgrade and takes it all the way back to his team's half of the pitch. Graham now, unlucky there with a slip on the ball as Barry looks to come away with the ball, looking to play it through to Martin. Martin with the shot, Martin with the goal, and once again it's just absolute rotten luck for Parmesan Belgrade as the weather continues to pour down in this match. Barry, great pass there to Martin, who found himself a space with the man advantage as Graham went down there after sliding over the ball. It's part of the conditions that the ball and the pitch does get slidey, but Parmesan Belgrade are just having rotten luck this week with some of those unfortunate knock-ons and situations. As we see another one there as John tried to be clever there to find Johnny, and the ball's been lost there, and the ball, luckily for Parmesan Belgrade, goes wide of the goals there. This will be miserable conditions for Parmesan Belgrade, behind now by 3 goals. But John's coming forward though. John gets a shot and it's just high off the goal there. Unlucky for him and Parmesan Belgrade, who are still fighting in this match. Richard playing the ball through to Barry now. Through on goal, Barry. And the ball, oh, absolute disaster there for John. You can see as he sinks to his knees there. Barry looking to get that ball under control. John with the tackle, great tackle to take the ball away, but he slots it in the back of his own net. Honestly, cannot understate how much rotten luck Parmesan Belgrade have had this week. 5-1 now being the score to Flaberdeen. Flaberdeen won't care, this will be fantastic for them. They will be elated with this, walking away with a 5-goal lead in this match and points to take with into their battle for the title as the shot is saved there against Flaberdeen, and then Parmesan Belgrade with the opportunity up at their end but cannot convert it there. Flaberdeen coming forward as some of the players looking dead out on their feet there. The ball's been intercepted by Luke. Can John get the chance here? Dawn up the save. Graham now, and saved once again by Dawn. The back heel to Graham with another chance and another save by Dawn there. Brilliant goalkeeping by Dawn to deny the opportunities there for Parmesan Belgrade. And we're into the last bit of play here. Referee blows a whistle. 5-1 to Flaberdeen. Game number 10, week 4, season 8 Fat Fives football sees Scrandinavia versus Rapid Viennetta. Scrandinavia in red, shooting left to right, and Rapid Viennetta in orange, having a very early chance there with Stuka shooting from right to left. Apologies for any difficulties of depicting players. Obviously, the kits with the red and the orange do look quite similar, but hopefully you can tell the difference between them. And we have Rapid Viennetta here looking to try and get forward here. Jack playing it through to Stuka. Stuka pushing forward, and the shot there is met well by the save of Zach on loan and goes to Scandinavia. Finds Champers. Champers to Lewis. Lewis. And James does a brilliant save there, and it nicks off the post and stays out for Rapid Viennetta to hold on with everything being 0-0. James plays it out to Stuka. And then Champers intercepts it. I think a few people were protesting there. What a save there by James, actually. Brilliant strong hand there from Champers shot. As I was saying, I think a few of the Scandinavia players were trying to state that the ball had crossed the line, but actually you can see it bounce out from the goal there, as JC's shot is also met with a strong hand there by Zach. Both teams going for this brilliant save there by Zach as Jack came across there to try and convert the goal. So still 0-0 in this match. JC now on the run, plays it through to Stuka. Stuka takes a shot and it just goes wide. Zach down early, manages to put him off. JC delayed and JC can't get a clean shot, and he's folded down on the ground in embarrassment there with that golden opportunity to put Rapid Viennetta in front. Remarkably, it continues to be 0-0 as Ryan's shot goes high and wide there. Rapid try and get away with it, and Lewis's shot hits the crossbar. The start of this game has been unbelievable with the amount of chances here and the superb goalkeeping, reflexes and shot stopping that's been on display. Which one of these teams will be the one to break the duck first, as Zach comes rushing out there and makes a brilliant save there against Cal to keep it at 0-0. Unbelievable. You'd almost think if this was any other game, we'd be 3-4 goals in deep by now. But Jack there with a shot after JC stood there on the ball, hits the post. I honestly cannot believe this is 0-0. This is unbelievable. Stop. You wonder whether the deteriorating weather condition is making an impact on the game. As Jack hits wide there, Cal hits the underside of the crossbar. It's given though. The referee has given the goal. Now that looked like it bounced out there. We need to have a closer look at that. Cal the shot there in the bit. Oh, that doesn't look like that crossed the line at all there. You can see Lewis remonstrating there. Yeah, that never crossed. That never crossed the line there. Ball completely out. Scrandinavia will be absolutely feeling hard done by the referee on this one. That ball never crossed that line there. But as the referee calls it, is what happens as it does here at Fat Fives football. Referees are the final decision maker during the game. So no matter what we see on the camera, it's referee's decision. And it's 1-0 to Rapid Viennetta as Gilly comes forward now with the ball. Gilly looks to find Stuka, does find Stuka. That one definitely crossed the line. Definite goal there from Rapid Viennetta. And that makes the game 2-0 here. Brilliant run there by Stuka. Gilly seeing that run of him there, just out the corner of his eyesight there. And Stuka playing the ball into the back of the net to give Rapid Viennetta a now decisive lead at 2-0. Now moving on to the next highlight, Scrandinavia battling in the middle of the pitch here. Stuka winning that ball though, playing it across to Gilly. Rapid Viennetta looking to get forward now. Options for Gilly, finds Jack there. Jack now with the shot. Brilliant goal there from Jack. First time cutting the ball back across the face of goal. And even though Zach came out quickly to try and close down the space and limit the options for Jack, he still manages to find the other end of the goal there. So 3-0 in this match. Unless you're a Scandinavia player, you'll probably say it's only 2-0. But this is how things roll here as the ball gets played all the way up to try and find Ryan there on the run. But James in goal for Rapid Viennetta will take it. JC now receiving the ball. JC in the middle of the pitch. What will he do here? He keeps going. Takes the run past Champers. Takes the shot. Oh, brilliant finish there from JC. Nobody stepped forward to challenge him on that. He manages to roll past Champers, get all the way through to the edge of the box, and then smash it past Zach and goal to give Rapid Viennetta our 4th goal in this match. 4-0 after an absolute pulsating start, end-to-end stuff from both teams in this match. Rapid Viennetta are managing to stretch their legs away with a 4-goal lead here. Champers on the run now. Champers tries to get the shot away, but it just goes wide. Rapid Viennetta will collect and try and restart the attack to Graham in the middle of the pitch. Stuka over the top to Graham. Can Graham get the shot away? Oh, I think Zach might have got a touch on that and manages to push that ball wide, but in either case, it remains 4-0. Graham denying a goal there by Zach. Gilly looks to play it through to Aidan. Aidan now. Aidan with a shot. Zach once again turning up trumps against Rapid Viennetta there, keeping the score at 4-0. Champers interception. Champers with a hit, and it hits Gilly right on the arm there. He looks in a bit of pain actually there as Jack comes through, and Zach makes the save there. You do wonder, is that absolutely stinging for Gilly, the ferocity of that shot from Champers there? But in any case, Scrandinavia look to come forward. The ball played to Champers. Champers to Daniel. Daniel now takes the shot. And in the back of the net there by Daniel as the top comes off there in celebration. Daniel with the shot into the bottom corner there. And I think the editor has tried to cut that out, but it's still there as he gets his shirt back on as we kick off once again. 4-1 in this match there. Daniel whipping that shirt out far too quick for it to cut out in the initial showing of footage there. 4-1 to Rapid Viennetta as they look to come forward and try and find a 5th, which they do through Gilly. Smashes that into the back of the net, and you might be able to hear in the background absolute roars there from the Rapid Viennetta players on the sideline. Brilliant shot there on that cut in there. You can see the clap in against the fence there that shapes the camera. And it is 5-1 to Rapid Viennetta in this match as they intercept the ball there and look to get the game under control once again. Scrandinavia in their own half looking to get forward here. Ryan on a mazy run here and eventually goes into the Rapid Viennetta corner. Now we can't quite see it in the footage. The ball's come out to Champers and it's cleared away there by James. So Ryan doing a good job keeping that ball up into the Rapid Viennetta half there. James rolling it out to Graham as the conditions also picked up here in the camera and continue to get worse. To Aidan, and Zach slides out in his box there and makes that save, and you can hear the celebrations there of that save. Aidan trying to find Niall, but the pass is intercepted there by Champers. Daniel now. Daniel with a shot. Oh, what a save there by James. Brilliant save there, down low and beats it away there. Still continuing to keep the scoreline at 5-1. A little touch there by James and goes in the edge of his box. Manages to take that away potentially from Ryan as Ryan looks to try and find a pass there. Champers with a shot. Oh, and he's hit the post unbelievably. And Rapid Viennetta will get it away, and we are into the dying moments of this game. Now trying to chip Zach there, but eventually goes all the way across to Champers. Referee blows full time. 5-1 the final score in this game. Match number 11, week 4, season 8, Fat Fights football sees Bayern Bru versus Ivory Toast. Bayern Bru in purple shooting left to right, Ivory Toast in yellow shooting right to left. Early on here, Bayern Bru looking to come forward and to try and make an attack on the Ivory Toast goal. Kev now for Ivory Toast, pushing forward. Kev with the shot. Oh, and Kev with the early goal here for Ivory Toast. Shot from distance. He's been doing that all day in these fixtures. But middle of the pitch there, and it just goes into the bottom corner there. Goalkeeper Martin trying to get the foot out there to stop it from going into the bottom corner, but unable to. And Ivory Toast are the team that strike first in this match. So 1-0 to Ivory Toast. This is probably about as close as you could get, about a top to bottom fight going on this week in the fixtures, with Bayern Bru being at the bottom and Ivory Toast currently sitting in third place before the start of it, looking to try and push back up to top place as Bayern Bru threatening the Ivory Toast goal here, but the blockage there denying him. Kev now with the ball on the other side of the pitch. Kev cutting in. Kev with the shot. Kev with the second goal of the game. 2-0 to Ivory Toast. 2 goals to Kev. Brilliant form he's been on this week. Absolute shower of goals he's been scoring in the matches this week, as you would have seen across the highlights. And Bayern Bru at the bottom of the league will be frustrated to find themselves 2-0 down early on as Chopper makes the save there against Stephen and denies Bayern Bru a quick reply there. Bayern Bru coming forward once again. Stephen looking to try and get the ball out to Roscoe, and the save there by Chopper in goals for Ivory Toast. The ball quickly played to Chucky. Chucky taking on Taylor now. Chucky still going. Chucky plays the ball across. Oh, and it's just mishit there by Connor, I think, on the other side. And he just couldn't wrap his foot around it, and it just went wide. Liam now with the ball in the middle of the pitch for Ivory Toast. Cutting in, still running. Liam, can he finish? Jamie in goals for Bayern Bru. Brilliant save there to deny Liam what would be a spectacular goal. Stephen trying to find Roscoe there, but the ball just runs across the box. Roscoe picks it up, plays it back to Stephen. Roscoe now with the shot and hits off the post there. And now the ball into the back. And incredibly there, just to catch my breath there, Roscoe's shot is saved and hits off the post there by Chopper as Kev goes wide. Incredibly there, Roscoe took the shot and Colin, as he was falling, headed the ball away as Chucky puts the ball in the back of the net for Ivory Toast. Can't keep up with the action here. It was actually Colin, number 2 there for behind, who actually blocked Roscoe's shot earlier. But this time he's unable to block the shot of Chucky, and Chucky sticks it in the back of the net to put Ivory Toast 3-0 up. And apologies for trying to talk about something that was way past the action, but I could not keep up with what was going on there with the commentary. So 3-0 in this match, 3-0 to Ivory Toast. The team in form this season, just running away with this match early on. I say running away, there's still time for Bayern Bru to get back into this as Liam's shot is saved there by Jamie. The ball's picked up by Chucky though, and Chucky makes it 4, and so maybe running away is the correct term for this match. And we're probably just before halfway through this match, and it's 4-0 already to Ivory Toast. They are looking like they're in complete control. Great finish there by Chucky. 2 goals for him, 2 goals for Kev. And is there another opportunity here? Chucky and Kev both pushing forward. Kev now with the ball. Oh, and the save there from Jamie. And if that was 5, it would have been lights out. Chucky now with the opportunity though to Liam. Liam's shot's blocked, and Taylor will pick this ball up and push forward for Bayern Bru. Plays it off the wall there. And Taylor there. Oh, and Taylor's got the back of the net. But the referee has disallowed the goal. So in the box there, we can't really see from our angle. The referee would have had the better angle from it. Maybe looks like it from there. But in any case, the referee's chopped it off there. It's 4-0 still. Make that 4-1 shortly after that goal being chopped off. Bayern Bru have cut back into this game through Stephen. Brilliant finish there. Great ball by Roscoe. Stephen just opens up the body and slots it past the diving Chopper in goals for Ivory Toast there. So now 4-1 in this match as Chucky calmly plays it back to Chopper in goal. Long ball forward there, and it's well received, but nothing comes of that for Ivory Toast. Bayern Bru looking to come forward now. Stephen, Taylor now, and Martin there, and the save from Chopper. Looked a lovely bit of play there between Bayern Bru. Looked like they were trying to bamboozle the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper got down and behind the ball there. Long ball now from Bayern Bru, played all the way up to Taylor. Taylor's got Chucky now for company there as Chopper gets the ball, and it almost was an own goal there by Chopper. Looked to peel it away from Martin on the edge of the box and almost put it in the back of his own net. Chucky now from Kev to Liam. Liam with a shot, and it's just wide of goal. Ivory Toast getting back into this match as they look to try and extend their lead, but Roscoe's picked it up through Taylor. Now to Stephen. Stephen with a shot, and Stephen's shot bounces off the inside of the post, goes across the goal, and that is the second goal for Stephen and for Bayern Bru. Brilliant shot there, bounced off that post and in off the other actually, and that is 4-2 in this match. Can Bayern Bru do the comeback? They've got 2 goals now, only another 2 to go. Will Ivory Toast hang on to the lead, or will Bayern Bru find a way to bring this match back to all level? Liam now on his own up top. He's got support, but Roscoe comes in and intercepts. And Bayern Bru are away again. Now, quickly to Stephen. Stephen playing out to Roscoe. Roscoe with a shot. Save there by Chopper to deny Roscoe a third goal, and away back into levelling this match. Taylor to Roscoe. Bayern Bru on the attack again. Stephen out wide. Stephen takes a shot. Oh, what a finish there by Stephen, and it is the third goal this time. Absolute smash that past Chopper there. Ian, they're trying to keep up with Stephen, but Stephen's got a little bit of space there and shoots, and what a tight angle there. Chopper unable to get anything on that shot to make the save, and Stephen has himself a third goal, and Bayern Bru have a third goal. Now the comeback is on, only 1 goal difference, and you can see that Bayern Bru have definitely upped the tempo in this match. They know that they're only 1 goal away from levelling this after being 4-0 down. It'll be a miraculous comeback as Kev's shot there is denied by Jamie, and Bayern Bru will be looking to get up the pitch now. Ivory Toast have lost the ball. Roscoe coming forward now. Now, can they do it here? Stephen gets the ball. Stephen the shot. Yes, they can. It's 4-0. Unbelievable stuff in this match. Bayern Bru coming back from 4-0 down, and it's 4-all in this game. Brilliant here from Stephen. Stephen with all 4 goals for Bayern Bru in this match, and they are elated that they are back into this. Ivory Toast will be wondering how on earth they've let a 4-goal lead away in this match. It looked like that they were in full control and run away with the game, but not to be. Bayern Bru back into this 4-all, and there's still time left in this match for either team to sneak the winner here. Kev receives the ball. Kev with the shot. Jamie gets the touch. It lands with Chucky though. Can Chucky get away to Liam? Liam in front of goal. Oh, saved by Jamie. Unbelievable. And it stays in the goalkeeper's box and denies Ivory Toast stealing the winner. Bayern Bru up now. And a save there by Chopper. Saves end to end here for the goalkeeper. Roscoe with the shot. Another little touch there that goes out wide. Now Kev on the counter. Roscoe coming through. Kev with the shot. And it's just wide there. And that is just scintillating stuff from both teams there. End to end. Absolute high pace now. As Ivory Toast look to come forward. Kev plays to the Chucky. To Liam. Can Liam do it? Yes, he does this time. He snuck it in. And it looks like that's going to be one of the last pieces of play in this match. Heartbreak for Bayern Bru at the end there, it looks like. And heartbreak for Jamie as that ball just goes through between his legs. Such brilliant saves by Jamie in this match, but unable to keep that one out as the ball goes all the way back to Bayern Bru. They'll have a couple of moments now to try and get forward and to get one last attack in. But Ivory Toast now collect the ball. Kev there up against Stephen, and the full-time whistle goes 5-4 to Ivory Toast. The final game of Week 4 Season 8 Fat Fives football sees O.B City versus Fatburn Rovers. O.B City in black, shooting left to right. Fatburn Rovers in green, shooting right to left. Early on in this match, Fatburn Rovers having to defend as Goggs shoots just wide there. And Fatburn Rovers will be delighted that hasn't gone in. But it has this time by Lewis. Manages to collect that ball after Goggs' shot missed there and gets to sneak the ball into the inside post there. And Sean there frustrated that the ball has gone past him at the near post there. So 1-0 early on here to O.B City. Fatburn Rovers desperately looking for points to try and turn their fortunes around so far this season and try and get some movement up the league table away from the bottom, as Lewis now with the shot, and it's saved there by Sean, who will be happy with that save this time. Willie collecting the ball after it's played all the way back by Goggs there, takes the shot, and the save there by the goalkeeper, denying Willie a shot from distance, one of his trademarks for O.B City. Willie now playing it through to Goggs. Goggs in the middle of the pitch, manages to get past Mitchell, looks to play in Lewis once again. Lewis with a shot, and it's just wide of the goal. But Brian is there, back to Goggs. Oh, save there by the goalkeeper. Unbelievable save there. Looks like Goggs was on there for his first goal of this match, but it's been denied. Now Lewis with the ball on the far wide. Can he find Goggs? He does. Can Goggs get away this time? Yes, he does. It's 2-0 to O.B City in this match. Brilliant play there by Lewis. Finds Gogg in the middle of the pitch, who's just peeled off of his man there in Stewart, and slots it in the back of the net to give O.B City a second goal in this game. So they're leading 2-0 now against Fatburn Rovers, as Fatburn Rovers look to come at the O.B City goal straight from kickoff, but are unable to convert from there. And as been in the previous match's footage, the rain is coming down now, as you can see on the camera footage. Of what will that do to the play? Well, it means that Fatburn Rovers have got a goal. That's what it's done to them. It's obviously given them some form of new lease of confidence in this match, as Mitchell there from distance slots that ball into the corner there and gets a goal for Fatburn Rovers, meaning that they're cutting their goal deficit in half, and the score being 2-1. O.B City now with the ball, looking to play it through the middle with Nathan. Nathan getting forward now. Had John there for company, but it fizzles out in the end. Brian looking to get the ball up. Lovely ball over there. John picks it up. Couldn't quite get it away, and that's probably where the conditions are. And there's shouts there for out the box. Referee saying couldn't see anything from there. It's hard to tell as well here. John's kind of standing in front of where the referee's line of sight and the camera would be. It could be 50-50. You've got to remember the white line of the box is still considered part of the box. So if the ball was on the line, he has every right to go collect that. As Mitchell coming through there. And Mitchell slots away. Fatburn Rovers don't dally on that refereeing decision and continue to push forward and get themselves a second goal. And now they're back into this match. 2-2 now is the score, evening things up between the teams, and they will be delighted to get back into this. As a free kick is given for Stephen pulling back Mitchell there, the referee saying that is a pull from Stephen, holding the player back there. I think there's a little bit of remonstrating from the O.B City players, but the referee was given it, and the free kick is taken quickly, and James has scored, and it's 3-2 now to Fatburn Rovers. Very quick response from the boys in green there, and you can see Stephen's face frustrated with the referee decision and the quick free kick. However, there looks like there's evidence there that there was a bit of a pullback anyway, but the defence of O.B City nowhere to be seen as Stephen gets a shot away. And on the rebound though, Stephen does convert now, and he will be happier now that he's put that ball in the back of the net to make up for the mistake earlier and bring his team back to level pegging. Now 3-3 is the score there with that goal, and Fatburn Rovers lead lasting hardly any time at all there. But they will be happy that they're still in this game after being 2-0 down. So which way will this game swing? As Lewis there on the run, and his shot just goes wide, and Stephen nears the camera here, looks to try and collect it there, and it looks like he's won it now. Plays it the middle to Lewis, and Lewis converts for the fourth goal, and now that's 4-3 in this match for O.B City. They've turned it around just as Fatburn Rovers had turned the game around themselves. O.B City have now turned the game around. It is a game full of turning around scores. Lewis there with that goal, 4-3 to O.B City, and Fatburn Rovers are going to have to do it all over again in this match. They've intercepted the ball there, and O.B City come forward with Nathan there looking to try and find Goggs. Does so. Goggs the shot, and it's just high past John in goals there, and Adam will try and get that ball under control. Fatburn Rovers looking to come forward on the opposite side. Finds Mitchell in the middle of the pitch there looking to try and find Stewart. Stewart with the shot, and it just bounces over the goal there. O.B City on the attack now, playing at their own half there. Nathan still running with the ball, finds Stephen. Stephen with a shot, and a good save there by John. Looked like it might have been out of goals there. No, his feet look like they're on the line. It looks like the save's in the box. There looks like some good goalkeeping there by John. Just wanted to make sure there. As the ball goes up and high by Stewart there, lands at the feet of Goggs, and Goggs shoots it high. There's shouts there being out the box. Referee says no though, says it was on the line and still part of the box, and therefore play continues. A lot of contested decisions here from O.B against the referee, but play continues on. Adam with a shot, and it just goes high over there as Goggs looks to try and receive the ball in the corner now, just out of camera shot. So we wait for the ball coming out as it does. Rolls all the way Stephen, and it's another goal for Stephen in this match. The ball just trickled along the box there. Fatburn Rovers defence stood and watched, you had to say. I think they expected John to be able to pick that up, but it was outside the box. Stephen gets his second of the game, and it's a fifth for O.B City, as shown there with the shot. Just skews it wide there, and eventually it goes back to Luke in the O.B City goals there. Fatburn Rovers now 2 goals behind, and they've lost the ball in the middle of the pitch as Goggs comes forward, Goggs with the shot, and he's hit the post unbelievably. Adam there as an option, decided to go himself and couldn't convert. Sean takes the shot, bounces off the boards, and now Adam's got himself in space as John comes forward and makes the interception and allows Fatburn Rovers to get forward now. James up in the O.B City half. James with the shot and not quite converting it there. And now we're entering the final bits of play as our final highlights game for week 4. Mitchell now has the opportunity. Nathan blocked it there. Referee getting ready there, looking at his watch as Fatburn Rovers maybe have one opportunity to get forward now. John looks to play it forward. Is it intercepted there? O.B City have the ball. 5-3, final score to O.B City. Confirmation of the week 4 results there on screen for you now, including victories like 9-2 for Ivory Toast and a 5-1 for Rapid Viennetta against Scrandinavia. Looking at the league table after those results, Rapid Viennetta go top on 27, Ivory Toast moved to second on 24, Flaberdeen 22 and third, O.B City 17, Scrandinavia 15, Parmesan Belgrade 6 and 14, and Bayern Bru and Fatburn Rovers only separated by goal difference. Bat 5s are constantly looking for new players. Our registration windows never close. You can find our player registration form at our website, fat5.football. Bat 5s are delighted to offer opportunities to all local, national and international businesses to work in partnership with our sponsorship programme. Head to fat5.football/sponsor to see our brochure. Don't forget to like and subscribe to make sure that you're notified of all the highlights for this upcoming season.